Okay, guys, welcome back here. Very briefly, I want to update you on the latest changes to migration in Italy. Okay, because I updated you guys about immigrants who were arriving at the Italian shores through Libya or Tunisia, and they were overwhelming the government of Italy. So the Italian government is looking for a way to curb migration. They have funded the Libyan police and all that to see how they can help them in reducing the influx of migrants. I told you people that about 6,000 or 7,000 migrants arrived at the shores of Italy within 72 hours. That is within 3 days. So it was overwhelming to them. Even their reception centers were overwhelmed too. So the government is looking for a means. Now, for those of you who wants to live through this means, I have an update for you. So pay attention. Now, what is it? They say that Italy is going to be collecting about 5,000 euros from each migrant who arrived from a safe country into the Italian shores. They are going to be collecting 5,000 euros for the person not to be deported or detained in a deportation center. Okay, I'm going to be giving you full details about this. Italy imposes fee on asylum seekers to avoid detention. So I'm still wondering now. So Italian government is going to be making money out of this, especially those from safe countries. Let's go into details very briefly. Asylum seekers in Italy will be required to pay a wholesome 4,980 938 euros. Okay, 4,938 euros. That is in dollars, it's about $5,259. Okay, to avoid detention while their request for protection is being processed. The government announced on Friday this measure, and it appears to be aimed at deterring migrants. What are we talking about? It means that you will need now to carry about 5,000 euros from maybe Libya, okay, into Italy. You need 5,000 euros that you use to bribe, because this sounds like bribery to me. It looks like bribery. You need this kind of money to, pay your way out, not to be detained in a deportation center. And then the government, which is the prime minister of Italy right now, who is Giorgia Meloni, is also threatening, to build these deportation centers across the whole cities of Italy. Now, due to a surge in new arrivals, Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni's coalition stated earlier this week that it would increase the number of detention centers throughout the country to hold migrants pending potential repatriation, that is, potential deportation. Additionally, they plan to extend the duration of detention from 3 months to 18 months. That's another problem because before now, I think the law was that the detention of immigrants or the processing of their documents were going to take about 3 months maximum. But now they have gone back to 18 months, which means that you can escape it. All right. Now, currently, asylum seekers in Italy are permitted, listen, are permitted to move freely within the country while their application is under review. However, the government decree published on Friday mandates that they must provide a form of bail to prevent the possibility of detention, which is this 5,000 euros. Okay? Now, human rights groups have criticized this move, and Abrambila, a lawyer and member of the Association for Juridical Studies on Immigration, ASGI, which focuses on migrant rights, commented, "It is ridiculous. Who has got 5,000 euros?" Now, this man is asking the Italian government and Giorgia Meloni, who is the current prime minister, who has 5,000 euros to pay. They are looking to make detention for migrants the norm, but it is hard to see how they can do that. Now, what they want to do is to regularize the detention of immigrants. Now, presently, Italy has 10 repatriation centers with a current capacity of only 619 individuals. Meloni has expressed her intention, okay, to double this number, aiming for one center in each of the country's 20 regions. 20 regions. However, many regional presidents and town mayors from various political backgrounds have expressed reluctance to host new centers and have questioned the effectiveness of mass detentions. It is not, I don't think it's the right thing to do. Okay. Besides, all the migrants who have arrived in Italy are all not going to end up in Italy. Most of them are also going to flee to other countries to look for better opportunities, because not everybody believes that Italy is the best place for them to end up. Okay, some people are still aiming higher, looking for other places that will be more easier and more paying for them. Because when you enter a camp, that is a normal camp, not a detention center in Italy, they tend to pay you a pocket money of 75 euros every month. But meanwhile, in Germany, they say they pay up to 300 and something euros or thereabout. So some people always prefer to go to Germany. But the difference here between Italy and Germany, I might be talking about that later, is that in Italy, you have the opportunity to escape many things, but in Germany, you don't have that opportunity. It is easy. It is easier for the Germany government to deport somebody than when it comes to Italy. So remember, before they said that these things were going to be taking just 3 months, but now they have shifted it to 18 months, which means that there is a possibility and a very high tendency that you are not going to be deported, just like they are saying now. This law is going to be standing except another government comes in to change it. That's how Italian law stands. That's how it works. They will now put it in their decree and it becomes a law. Okay? But it might not really work out the way it is being said here, because a lot of other political parties and other mayors from other cities, have questioned, this move that she's making now to build detention centers in many cities. Now, we are talking about emptying the sea with a bucket, remarked Luca Zaia, the head of the Northern Veneto region and a senior member of the Coalition League Party, which has traditionally held anti-migrant laws. So this is the latest update concerning the influx of migrants in Italy now. So in case you are selling your land, your properties to go to Italy, bear this in mind that this is how it is right now. So let me quickly play you this video to also back up what I'm telling you right now.
Of migrants continue to arrive on the Italian island of Lampedusa every day, prompting Giorgia Meloni's government to take action on Monday, extending the detention period for said migrants from 135 days to 18 months. The move still has to be ratified by the Italian parliament, with the president of one local NGO speaking out against the decision.
I believe the issue is to not criminalize these people, but above all to invest in reception, knowing, among other things, that almost all these migrants who are arriving do not stay in Italy.
Okay.
Italy's southernmost island has seen a major influx of migrants as of late, with 10,000 people arriving on boats last week, overwhelming Lampedusa's migration centre, built to house just 400. Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni has launched an appeal for European solidarity, leading President of the European Commission Ursula von der Leyen to visit Lampedusa on Sunday, offering a 10-point plan to help with the mass arrivals. And on Monday, French Interior Minister Gérald Darmanin travelled to the Italian capital, meeting his counterpart in order to discuss European cooperation, with France anticipating an influx of migrants at its Italian border. More than 127,000 migrants have arrived in Italy so far this year, according to government data, almost double the figure for the same period in 2022.
So what happens is that each year, the number of people fleeing hunger, poverty, and starvation in Africa increases, and they land at the shores of Italy. That is why you see the Italian government making all this decree. And what are they aiming it at? Is to reduce the number of people who will be coming in. And they said that this 5,000 euros that a migrant needs to pay will not be paid by your brother or sister, maybe because you have a brother who has been in Italy for so long, maybe he can come and pay on your behalf. They say no, that they don't want it from a third party. They don't want anybody to help you with the money. They want you to pay direct. They want this money from you directly. They don't want you to get help from another person who would have this money in Italy or who have been living there to pay for you. And also, they say that it is not restricting movement, that you can still move about in the city, which means that you can also run to another country. Sometimes I've seen a lot of people who left Italy to France or Germany too, and it favors them, or Spain, and it also favors them. So it all depends. Maybe people who don't have the money to pay and you feel that you are going to be detained in a way that you don't like, such people take decisions and they run to other countries. And some people have said that the reason why they are leaving migrants to flood in is because of this particular 5,000 euros that they want to start collecting from migrants. Now, let me know your opinion on this matter, and also share this video so that those who also want to flee their countries thinking that it has been business as usual, we get this update. We get to know what is going on as I speak to you right now. So stay tuned here. Don't go nowhere. More updates will come your way. Thank you.